Yo. Hey, we're back. We're back. It's Thursday, and I'm doing a little video. I have one of my men here, one of my buddies here, who is a dad in recovery, and we've been talking for the last little while, and you know, it's easy when the family breaks up for dads to start to think it's all over. And in my friend's case, he's his wife or ex-wife. Are you guys divorced?
We were never married.
Okay. His partner, his parenting partner. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys were together for how long?
Almost 10 years.
Parenting partner of 10 years, has moved away. And by his own admission, that it wasn't easy times, that, the drugs and the alcohol were like an explosion in the family often. And although, you know, often they've worked together for that length of time, we're both involved in that, but still, she packed up and went to another part of the country, and yeah, he gets to talk to his daughter on the phone. How old is she?
Five. 5 in July.
5 in July. His daughter's 5 in July, and they get to talk on FaceTime and that kind of stuff, and he misses her, and I get it. But what happens is that the doubt creeps in. He's sober now and working his program and building a new life, and doubt creeps in. It seems like my job is to help men hold the vision that, if not reunited, at least that they can get back to a place of co-parenting, and you know, and you're thinking that there's not much chance that they'll move back to Calgary.
No, I don't. I don't believe so. I really don't know. So
Yeah, it's easy to make that story up, though, isn't it?
yeah,
And kind of think that it's not going to happen, and yeah. Well, I'm holding the vision. Of course, I'm not very close to it, but I'm holding the vision that she does. My belief, this is just, for everybody that's watching, my belief is that 99% of women want their kids to have an active dad. And if they've bailed or run away, it's because, we scared the hell out of them. And often, and it didn't seem safe. And so as we get recovery and we begin to, focus on becoming, really stable, right? I believe that moms want to have their kids to have their dad. And will go a long way. My experiences with lots of moms will go a long way to help make that happen. And so that's my vision I'm holding. How do you like that?
I like that a lot.
It's true. I mean, every woman loves their kids,
Yeah.
and she may be mad at you and or disappointed,
Mm-hmm.
and what happened wasn't the plan for her.
Yeah.
And but ultimately they want, everybody knows that having an active dad, an active, healthy dad, is imperative. It really is. The statistics of children in having no dad in their life, the statistics are terrible. And if I was a mom, I would probably look those up. They're really easy to find. I use ChatGPT a lot, and they're so easy to find. Look at the statistics for, fatherless homes. And so if there's a man in your life, mom, who is getting well and working on his recovery, and know that he's probably made up a story that we're never going to be together again. And that's okay. Maybe it's not appropriate for you and him to be together again. But I don't think there's ever a time when it's not appropriate for, for our kids to have a dad. active if he's available. You know, we can be bumpy. Can you be bumpy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he can be bumpy. We can be bumpy sometimes and kind of finding our way. But ultimately, my goal is to help men to realize that their kids need them. Like their kids really do need them, no matter how old they are. I'm talking about, adult kids who are estranged from their dads, need us to reach out. And kids that are like a 5-year-old girl. My gosh. Yeah. What's her name?
Olivia.
Olivia. That's beautiful. So, yeah, that's the job. So, we have a Dads in Recovery meeting tonight at the house here. If you like to come, we're going to do it Thursday nights for the next 7 Thursdays. We had our first one last week. And then a weekend, not a weekend, a whole day Saturday on the 7th of June, we're going to get together for a day to shine the light on this job of being a dad and on the fact that some of us have lost hope, or we've lost the vision, and we're not doing it anymore. We're kind of and I see fellas. I was at a meeting this morning, a 12-step meeting this morning, and there's men there that I know that have kids, and they've stopped talking about them, because they've come to a place where they think it's just never going to happen. And let's encourage them, that it can happen, and the kids need them, and yeah, so that's our job. And as men come into our Dads in Recovery, I mean, I'm kind of deputizing them all to encourage each other in this world of being a good dad, and let's make it. I mean, it is cool. Being a dad is really, wow, what job could be more exciting? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad to have you here, and you kind of inspire me today because we were talking, and he said, I'm afraid that they're never going to come back, and that it's never going to happen again, and that I've lost my opportunity to, be a coach or all that stuff, and with my daughter, and I don't think that that's a fact. I think that we'll hold the vision of that happening in his life and his daughter's life, and for every man who's in that situation. Yeah, we might have fucked it up ourselves, but I believe we can, as we heal. Mom wants, for the kids to have a great dad, so we can be it. That's it. If this topic interests you, make a comment. If you're a dad in recovery, let's talk. There's a lot of different stories going on in that world, and I'm open to all those conversations. And if you're a young person, or if your dad is a man who disappeared, and you want to talk about that, many of the men I work with, their dad was an addict or an alcoholic, and wasn't able to show up for them. And we're in a different world now. We're able to talk about this stuff. Okay, love you so much. Thank you, and yep, make a comment, and get in touch if you have any questions or thoughts. Okay, cheers.